Welcome to this class. In this session, we introduce the chapter quadratic expressions and equations. So we'll start by defining what we mean by quadratic expression, then define quadratic equations, give a few examples of quadratic expressions and equations, and then state methods of solving quadratic equations. So we'll start by defining what we mean by quadratic expression. So any statement of the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers and so a is not equals to 0, x is a variable, is called a quadratic expression in x. So we can list examples of quadratic expressions. So we can have 2x squared plus 4x plus 9. This example 1. Example 2 can have minus x cubed minus x squared plus 4x plus 3. 3, 2x squared minus x, 4, x squared plus 5. Number 5, a x squared plus k x plus 3. Number 6, we can have m squared plus 3m plus 10. This will be quadratic in m. Number 7, we can have lambda squared plus 4 lambda plus 6. This is quadratic in lambda. We can have w squared minus w plus 5. This is quadratic in w. Number 9, 10 u squared minus u plus 11. And you can give as many examples as you like. Now let's define what we call a quadratic equation. So a statement of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a is not 0 and A, B, and C are real numbers, simply constants, is called a quadratic equation in the variable x. So the variable may be x, y, or any other variable, but in this definition, so x is what is a variable in this case. Now, examples of quadratic equations. Examples of quadratic equations include 1, 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 equals to 0. Number 2, minus y squared plus 8y equals to 0. This will be quadratic in y. 3, 3w squared minus 27 equals to 0. This quadratic in variable w. Number 4, y squared minus 16y plus 10 equals to 0. Number 5, can have lambda squared plus 3 lambda plus 4 equals to 0. Number 6, we can have z squared plus 4z equals to 12. Number 7, we can have v squared minus 11v equals to 0. Number 8, we can have x squared minus 2ax plus 8x equals to 16a. Number 9, we can have x squared minus 6ax plus 9a squared equals to 0. Number 10, we can have minus 3a minus 9 equals to minus 2a squared. So this is quadratic in variable a. So let's list methods of solving quadratic equations. And then in the next session, we'll see how to solve quadratic equations. So we have these methods. Of solving quadratic equations. So 1, factorization. This works for some, not all. So this method works for some quadratic equations, but not all the quadratic equations can be solved by factorization. Number 2, completing the squares. Number 3, quadratic formula. Number 4, graphical method. Next session will demonstrate how to solve quadratic equations by factorization method. Let's meet there.